Hey guys, welcome to the start of season 2 of the Aston Villa Chrome, in which last season we had a pretty profitable season in terms of what we achieved. We finished second in the Premier League, losing out to the title to Man United by 2 goals. In the end, it came down to the final game day, or the final game week, up against Brentford, and they took on Bournemouth, and they won their game. We won our game, but unfortunately we didn't score enough goals to beat them on goal difference, and Man United became Premier League champions. They also knocked us out the FA Cup late on in the competition. As you can see, they also won that, I believe. So Man United right now are our main rivals in this competition, but we did win the Conference League and we also won the Carabao Cup, which means obviously finishing second in the Prem. We get Champions League football. We're proven we're a good team in Europe. We're proven we can win trophies domestically. And going into this season, we're given 296 million. Some of that money has been given to us because we sold Diego Carlos to Real Madrid. That was just an offer we couldn't turn down. And also Felipe Coutinho has left us to go back to Liverpool, which means this season we have a hole in our centre-back next to Pau Torres, and there's one player that we're going to bring in to fix that. We did use him in our Dortmund series, and he wasn't the greatest defender in that series, in my opinion. He was all right, but I just think the way that team's up, he wasn't the best defender for us. We brought him in the end to replace him. But Niklas Sule, 87 rated, it's going to cost us about 80 million, I'd imagine, the German centre-back. Obviously proven in terms of like European football, play for Bayern Munich for a long time, mostly Dortmund as well. And he's going to come in 6'5", good amount of pace about him. You know, he's tall, he's physical. He should be good in the Premier League. Let's bring him in at the start of the episode and obviously give him his debut later on. Okay, and just like that, we spent £85 million on Niklas Sule to join us, and as you can see, our team now looks absolutely incredible. Now, Nicola Zaniolo is going to be our starting striker for this season. I'm going to test him out in the striking role due to, obviously, in the comments you guys have suggested I do so, because the plan was for Zaniolo to be a rotation at the cam role for Jacob Ramsey this season. But we've got Ryan, I believe his first name is Ryan Kent, our young homegrown talent, sorry, who's the backup to Jacob Ramsey. We've got Acuna, we've got Jovan Cabral, we've got Douglas Luiz, etc. We've got some great backups in the likes of Pablo Unfair, we've got Bendia, Archer as well, Moreno, obviously Ollie Watkins, who was our striker last season, had an absolutely incredible season for us. And obviously this season we just need to replace him with Zaniolo, because in the competitions like the Champions League, and what he's proven that he can do it in the European stage, but towards the end of the season we did kind of see that little bit of that level that Ollie Watkins doesn't have, that next level that he can't really get to at this stage of this Chrome. But I imagine that he could get there if he gave him the time, but I'd rather give the chance to Zaniolo, and hopefully he will achieve great things up front. Obviously he's a decent player. In my opinion, is more of a winger or more of a cam than a striker, but he could do well up there for us this season. So let's get into the season and see what we can achieve. And let's get into the first games of the Premier League season, because I don't think we need to make any more signings. We've got a very good team here. But one thing we need to do actually is give Niklas Sule a development plan. So we will grow this season. We'll put him on probably this one because it improves his medium work rate into high. But yeah, we're not really going to sell anyone. There's no one that we're ready to sell. I might loan out Archer because he's not going to get much game time, to be fair. But I mean, he's going to play in the second team, so I will keep him around actually. But the rest of the team, we don't really need to replace anyone. We don't need to sell anyone. We're going to loan out some players here and there. And let's just get into the season and hopefully have a good season, as I mentioned. Okay, well, we're going to kick off the season here with the Community Shield up against our arch rivals, Man United, as I mentioned. They beat us to the Premier League title. They beat us to the FA Cup title. We did beat them at one point. They also beat us in the Premier League at some point by a big margin. They've been our main competitors in the series in terms of in England, etc. Because they actually are a team that actually are a challenge against me in this club, and I'm not sure why. But they just seemingly are like a team that I struggle to beat. As you can see, their team is actually very, very good. Got Lautaro Martinez up front, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, Sofiane Amrabat, Amad Diallo, Hakimi, Lindelof, Lisandro Martinez, Brandon Williams, and Onana in goal. Obviously, our team is going to be this going into this game. Obviously, Sule make his debut, and Zaniolo plays his first game up front for us here. Obviously, we've got Watkins, etc. on the bench, just in case it doesn't work out. Am I happy with this bench? I think I am. We've made a couple of sales, we've made a couple of changes. As you can see, Cole Palmer is now in right wing for this season because he's going to be the backup to Acuna and Diaby, especially in the second team for Acuna. Let's get into this one at Wembley Stadium and hopefully start the season off with not a Conference League win. We won a Conference League last season. With a Community Shield win. That's what I meant to say there. Let's get into this game. Oh no. Good block there by Pau Torres. Good challenge. Now Vindal. Can bring the ball out here, go for it to Leon Bailey. And Leon Bailey's done absolutely brilliant there. Plays it through to Yuri Tielemans to beat Onana. He does so. But that movement from Leon Bailey is why he's one of my favourite players in this team. He's such a good player in this game. He's only 83 rated, but he's absolutely incredible on the ball. The Man United fans are stunned into silence early on in this game. Yuri Tielemans bursts forward and scores past Andre Onana to open the scoring here for us. But Tielemans, great hold-up play and a great finish by Tielemans there to put us 1-0 up. Lindelöf. There goes Casemiro. Back to Amrabat. Ball over the top here. That should be Matty Cash's every other week. Apparently not. Niklas Sule's first chance there to defend, and they've beaten us. That is so annoying because Matty Cash should have had that. There's no way Matty Cash should have not been beaten to that. That's just... I'm just not going to talk about it because you already know what I'm going to say. Oh no. Lautaro plays it over to Rashford and it's 2-1 United. Cross whipped in by Rashford. That should be yours, Matty Cash. There we go. Now pace. Leon Bailey. The Jamaican. On the run here. Can he get it? Okay, it's been a rather room to shoot, but Onana saves it. Torres, good work there. Now Jacob Ramsey. Out wide to Leon Bailey. Zaniolo's made a good run. Please one side. Zaniolo header into the back of the net. There we go. Nicolo Zaniolo, the Italian, levels the scoreline here. Just before half time, 40 minutes in. Gets his first goal playing at striker for us this season. Good cross by Leon Bailey. Good work by Jacob Ramsey as well. Good defending, I believe, at the other end by Pau Torres it was that set up this opportunity. But Leon Bailey here whips it in. Perfect cross and a simple header into the far right corner, or bottom right corner, I should say. For Zaniolo, and Onana can't save it in time. A long shot king. Plays it over the top. Oh, over the top through balls are awful in this game. And Jacob Ramsey's gone down injured now. Please, what? Sule, there we go. There's a physicality, but he somehow lost the ball out to Amad Diallo. Makes no sense. Oh, Jacob Ramsey's actually fully injured. Oh no. It's actually awful. He's not getting up. Oh no. That's actually. Oh. For the shots to happen, but fortunately for us, I didn't. But Leon Bailey, can he find Watkins? Why did he slow down? Why did he stop running? Like, in what wood is a striker who's making a run for on goal there gonna slow down when they're about to pay the ball to him? It wasn't even offside, nowhere near offside. It was so far onside. There's no reason why he should be slowing down his run.
Many a fan has been wondering about this. It is now official. Ciro Immobile has completed his move to Spurs.
Well, this could be his last big payday. I just hope he still has the
Amad Diallo. Lautaro. Good block by Sule. Diallo. Bruno. Sule. There we go. Okay, not sure, Matty. What is going on in this game? The amount of times our players have lost the ball, even though they've had the ball for no reason. It's a good pass, right? What am I meant to do against? Like, what is this? Like, what is that? Like, Rashford has no idea that he's making a run. Like, what is that? Apparently the ball just fell back to Sofiane Amrabat for no reason. Tielemans. Deflected. How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? Diaby. Watkins, get in there. I can't find you though. That's to Zaniolo. Zaniolo, near post, there we go. We're not going to lie down, United. You may have injured Jacob Ramsey, but we ain't going to let you do this to us. We ain't going to let you get this win via luck and just like playing like dirty, I guess you could say, injuring our players on purpose. But Zaniolo, great work there, great strike and a great finish. We're back in this. Oh, I hate standing tackles, actually are useless. Oh, it's one of those games. I just hate it. Like, could be yours.
Nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately.
Zaniolo. Ollie Watkins, incredible work there. Ollie Watkins, bury that. Watkins, header. Goalwards, Bailey, get the ball. I told you once, United, you can score all the lucky goals you want. We're going to win this game via sheer determination and skill.
Well, you don't get too many
Rashford.
Brandon Williams.
Lindelof. Casemiro, denied by Yoda Tielemans there though. And here we go, Leon Bailey. I mean, that's a free kick, ref. Like, he's just all over me there. Done well though. Zaniolo. Bury that. There we go. Yoda Tielemans scores again. This has been a stressful game. The injury to Jacob Ramsey. I'm not sure why the Aston Villa fans are angry, even though we just scored. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on there? I'm not sure why that one fan is like shouting as if it didn't score. But Zaniolo does well. Tielemans' first time hit, no saving that. Poor defending by United. And we're in the lead. And hopefully that's the end of this game. Hopefully there's no more goals and we can lift the Community Shield. He said United have a chance here though. Hold them in their half. Hold them in this half. They can't do anything. They've gone backwards, I'm not sure why. There we go. We'll win the Community Shield. The only downside is Jacob Ramsey's injury. We do West Zaniolo, that's the only positive. So maybe we need to buy a striker to replace Watkins in the first team and have Watkins off the bench. But because as you saw in this game, Watkins didn't score. But Jacob Ramsey's injury is a big one. I'm going to check how long it is. It's probably going to be like 3-4 months, and when I look up, it might be like 6. If it's 6, then that'd be awful. That'd be the worst it could be. But Pau Torres gets left the Community Shield here, and we get revenge against Man United for last season. Okay, and the injury is only 2 months, but again, it is a bad injury. 2 months out will be a huge loss for us. And Zaniolo moves into the cam slot, and then I guess we buy a striker. Trying to think of who. I mean, Watkins. You know what? Do I give Watkins the episode to prove himself? So I know he can do it. We know he can do it in the Prem. That's the thing. But in the Champions League, I don't think he's going to be good enough. Unfortunately for us, that's the only issue. And Zaniolo up front in that game did play well, and at Cami did play well as well. I just don't know. I'm going to have a look at the market, see what strikers are available, and maybe I'll make a signing, who knows. Okay, well, for the first game we're going to play in the Premier League season after we just summoned a game against Watford, but to a 4-0 win in that one. We're second team, we're going to take on Chelsea here at Villa Park, our first home game of the season. And as you'll see, Ollie Watkins is up front. I've looked through like the transfer market and everything, and I've got a bunch of strikers that we could go for. But due to Jacob Ramsey only been out for 2 months, I think it's not really an injury that will make us, obviously, we'll only have the group stage, which I think we'll be able to get through with the team we do have right now, obviously with Watkins up front. I don't think we're going to, like, not achieve much in the group stage unless we know he can do it in the Premier League. He scored a good amount of goals for us. He can do it in Europe. He's a decent player to come off the bench. So we are going to give Watkins a game time for now. Zaniolo will play cam for us. And obviously when Jacob Ramsey is back in a month's time, we'll bring him back into the team. Zaniolo will move back to striker, and then we'll move from there. But let's get into this game against Chelsea at Villa Park and hopefully beat them here to go 2 for 2 in the Premier League so far. Watkins, good work. Now Bailey. And Bailey had a good opportunity. And Bailey. Zaniolo. Watkins. Finally. It's only been 11 minutes, but we've broken it. A broken pass, Robert Sanchez. I've had like 3 or 4 shots and he saved every single one of them somehow. Probably would have seen a Chevella one from Tielemans that he somehow just caught, even though it should have been no one away to parry over the bar. But shot blocked there, forced to Watkins after the pass, and it's a good finish there by Ollie Watkins. Not a great shot from Diaby, but I find Tielemans there. Get it back to Zaniolo. And get back to Tielemans. He's got space to Trevor it. And Tielemans, there we go. Hold that, Robert Sanchez. Pick that one out the back of the net. 2-0 Aston Villa. Love to see it. The long shot king, Tielemans, strikes again with an incredible Trevor shot there. Over the head of Robert Sanchez, like the other one should have been as well. But this time round, Zaniolo plays it to Tielemans. It's a great finish. Great strike, and there's nothing Robert Sanchez can do about that one. Ball over the top here, out wide to Madueke. Vindal once again is there. And Leon Bailey is having an incredible start to his season. Leon Bailey now. Cross inside. Finesse strike. I'm going to be completely transparent. I did not expect that to go in. I just hit it for the sake of hitting it. You know, in that position, you shoot. It's one of those. You cut inside, you take a shot, and you hope it goes in. But Leon Bailey has hit that unbelievably perfect and makes it 3-0 here. That's even shocked me. Underway again now. I'm going to stop him. Kunku's shot taken, blocked by Kamara. It's for the countryman, that's exactly what he wanted to do there. Leon Bailey. And Tielemans could work there, get that out. Mr. Diaby, why not? That's it there. Mr. Diaby, it's 4-0. I was about to say this has been a complete performance. Great defending, great goalkeeping, great fullback play, incredible midfield play, and attacking. We've been unstoppable. Mr. Diaby here just hits it inside the box just about, and Sanchez can't save it. And we're 4-0 up here. And as tradition, we're going to sim the rest of the game because the game is over. It's 4-0. What's the end result going to be? It's going to be a 5-1 win in the end with Tielemans getting us off a goal. Okay, for the final game of the episode up against Brentford here, we had to start a rotated team because for some reason the whole team was completely tired, even though it's been like 5 days in between the game against Chelsea, so the team should have regained stamina and everything from then, but for some reason the team just hasn't done so we're going to start a heavily rotated team. Because Zaniolo returns to strike, he's going to try Buendia in the cam role because I just want to see what he can do there. Obviously Cole Palmer starts, the Kone starts, etc. Just want to see what they can do in the team. Let's get into this one up against Brentford. It should be an easy win. They're 16th in the league, so let's get into this and hopefully win. How does that make any sense? There we go. The Cole Palmer out. So usually you would deploy him in the camera or down the right wing, but we've got him at left wing, so he can play there. But he's got to play through here by Zaniolo. And Cole Palmer here, the former Man City man. Can he score here? Good save by Shakosha. Pagier. Not sure where she's pulled that out from, but he has. We'll play the crosser and it's challenged and it's got cleared by Douglas Luiz and Boubacar Kamara.
That is how to apply the pressure.
Here's Zaniolo. Oh, has that happened? Oh no. If he's over to Baptiste and they score. Good challenge there from Find Out.
They couldn't keep possession.
And Cole Palmer again. So let's get my foul here. Let's see how that chance saved by Shakosha. Let's fed it through here to Zaniolo. We'll feed it through to Buendia. No, we can't. Until we're lacking pace in this team. But now without Bailey and Diaby. Over the top here. Good pass to Buendia. And it's a great finish. Great pass by Kone. And a very good finish by Buendia. He scores. And while I was just celebrating this goal, I thought I'd just talk to you why I did this. Because at the end of the episode, I'm going to ask you if you think we should bring in a striker or we should keep it how it is, because we've got some tough games coming up in the Premier League and in the Champions League. We've got a pretty hard group in the Champions League, to say the least. Considering we finished second in the Prem, we've got a pretty hard group, and maybe a signing for striker could be worthwhile making, but as of right now for Brentford and the games that we played in this episode, we didn't need a striker. But after this game, I'm going to show you the shortlist and show you the strikers that we could bring in. Here's Zaniolo. Into Palmer again. Got Palmer. Can he make it 2-0? Cole Palmer to chips across. This time he does. And Cole Palmer, honestly, has played incredible in this game. He's been so good at left hand side. He's only 72 rated, but he just feels good on the ball. I'm not sure where it is. He just feels good on the ball. And as you can see here, it's a great finish as well. Great burst of pace, great running behind, great through ball by Zaniolo. I'm not sure what Shikosha was doing. He came out way too early and just committed too early. And he makes it easy for Palmer to score. In corner. To Buendia. Buendia over the top to Zaniolo. Zaniolo's header up and over Shikosha. And it's a fantastic finish by the Italian. And as you can see, playing him at striker works, and playing him at cam also works. It's great in both positions. But depending on what you guys say in the comments below, we'll make a signing if we need to. If you think we need to make a signing for the games coming up, like we do have Jacob Ramsey's back in 7 weeks, so it isn't too long. So it could not be worthwhile. We're going to miss him for all those games, I think. But at the same time, we've got Buendia, we've got Zaniolo. And as you can see, our team, it is only Brentford to be fair, but the team is playing well. And I think up against some bigger teams who could play well like this as well. We have obviously Bailey and Diaby in the team as well, down the right hand side instead of obviously Palmer and Ikone. But as of right now, the team is playing well. But as I mentioned, you guys had the final say in the transfer, so I'll let you know the players at the end of the episode. Find out block. Not sure I didn't win the ball back there though. But find out good block again, and he still hasn't got the ball. What more does he have to? Oh no! I just didn't know I was going to concede there. Just looking, I didn't get the ball. Brentford on the attack here. Find out big challenge needed, and he makes it. Again, they somehow still have possession. So if they score here, Unai Simon big save. Try Cole Palmer, not Cole Palmer, but Quickmore to get there. Damsgaard's done brilliantly there. Not sure why it isn't letting me select my favourite, but Ezra Cottons has done brilliantly there. Buendia. Driving with the ball, thought I was going to lose it there, but Zaniolo's made a good run. Why is the pass played there? I sure find out. Oh, have you given away a penalty there? Oh. If we don't end up winning this game, it's going to be a disgrace.
He's been fortunate to avoid being shown the card.
Well, I like that from the referee. Just because it's a penalty doesn't...
Oh. That's a side.
Well, it was close, but offside nonetheless.
Well, it's a matter of inches there, but he just went a fraction too early.
And teammates
Cabral now. Good work there. Brilliant footwork there from Cabral. Kent into Watkins, turn, shoot, goal. We're not losing this game or drawing this game. Drawing this game feels like a loss, honestly. Brentford don't deserve to be in this game whatsoever. They've completely dominated the game. The stats will show otherwise. Stats will show what that wise, and they don't deserve to be in the game. As you can see, good work there. Gets the ball. It's a great work from Cabral. Gets the one to Kent. Who gets it to Watkins, who scores. Actually, Ollie Watkins off the bench can make a difference. That's one thing to talk about. And yeah, we're going to hopefully win this game here. That's 2 goals in 2 games for Watkins. Kent. Watkins' turn. How's he handballed it there? No. Ref with the whistle. There we go. It's a 4-3 win over Brentford. And well, it's time for you to decide whether we need a striker or not. Let's get into the next section. But first of all, let's see the stats of the game. Yeah, so I mean, completely dominated that game. And well, obviously, without a signing at striker, this would be the way we play. We play Watkins up front, Zaniolo in cam, and Archer would be a backup striker, and that would be obviously what worked last season. And when Jacob Ramsey returns to the team, we'll play Jacob Ramsey at cam, and then Zaniolo up front. But if we do buy a striker, then Zaniolo will play cam again. That's where I think his best position is. I mean, he can play striker or cam. It depends where you want him to play. I don't mind either. But I think if we do sign a striker, then Zaniolo plays cam, and then Ramsey would be on the bench here and would work his way back into the team over time if Zaniolo doesn't really play here and there, you know what I mean? And then we buy a striker, but let me show you the options that we do have for the striking position. We've got quite a few that we could go for. Some more like low-key signings, some like young talents as you can see here. Then we've got Timo Werner, who we could return back to the Premier League and just see how he does for us in a season healthy. Incredible pace, decent finishing and stuff like that. 83 rated striker. Antoine Griezmann, who's more of a I believe he's gone down a rating. It was 86 rated last time I looked, I believe. So maybe that's the reason why we don't bring him in. But he obviously still would be a great player. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll play Griezmann at cam and Zaniolo up front. If we do bring in Griezmann, that would be the way we do it. Because Griezmann at cam is an incredible player. I've used him before at cam in FIFA, and he's so good in that position. Lacazette could be a player that we bring in just as a player that you don't really get seen used in Chrome. He's still a decent striker. Doesn't really have the pace anymore, but again, it isn't really about pace all the time. You know what I mean? And it would be pretty decent for us. Moise Kean is a player. It's just joined Olympique Marseille, so that could be a reason why we don't bring him in. Obviously, a good talent, Italian, could join up with Zaniolo in the team. Obviously, good pace, good finishing. Looks like a decent, well-rounded striker. I mean, Juri here is another player that we can bring in. I did a Stade rebuild a long time ago, and if you saw that, you know this guy is absolutely incredible. And yeah, he's a fantastic player in this game. Can play down the wing, can play at striker, and would be a great signing. On Charlotte Gage as well. Could go under the radar as a signing, honestly. His stats are incredible. Obviously, a player that used to have so much potential, but right now is 26, playing at Wolves, and he hasn't really lived up to that. Going to PSG, alone at Benfica, and stuff like that hasn't really worked out for him in his career so far. So we could bring him in and revive his career at our team, similar to like what we do with Timo Werner. We'd bring him in, revive his career, and make him a world-class striker. But as you can see, his stats are fantastic. He's got good pace, good dribbling, good shooting, and is a well-rounded striker. And then there's a player by the name of Romelu Lukaku, who I think could be fantastic for us as well. Obviously, tall, he's strong, he's got decent pace, he's fantastic at finishing. And all of these players would be good for us. So let me know in the comments below which one of these we should go for. Like, I won't be surprised if someone like Guri wins the vote or Moise Kean because they're a young talent. But again, don't pass up the likes of Gonçalo Guedes or like Lacazette, Griezmann. Obviously, I mentioned Griezmann is a cam. If we bring him in, and Zaniolo will play striker, as you guys mentioned that he should do. So if you want to see Zaniolo play striker, Griezmann's the guy. But yeah, Griezmann will play cam, and then Zaniolo at striker. So let me know about those players in the comments below. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye.